guess who's looking brighter and like sunshine herself? How is it that you look better every time we meet?
That's very sweet of you, Pooja. Thank you so much. But right now, I think I'm depicting the Tetley green tea immune with the added vitamin C. That's probably why I feel like that, because I think I've consumed like 5 cups sitting over here, because it's just now force of habit. So now I'm feeling nice and fresh and bright.
If you were to call yourself a chai, what chai would you be? Cutting chai, masala chai, milky chai, green chai, if you were to?
Tetley green tea. That is me. I'm a green tea person, so that's me. I don't have anything else. I swear by the green tea. That's what I swear by.
Have you always been a chai person though?
I never had tea coffee my entire growing up. Never. Like how everybody has tea coffee, doodh ke saath, ye wo, masala, nothing. The only thing that I probably liked was filter coffee as growing up years, because of my South Indian roots. So that's the only thing which I used to love the smell. But otherwise, from the time I can remember, I've always been a garam pani with nimbu kind of person, always. And then of course, when green tea was available to me, then I switched to green tea, and something like Tetley green tea. I think I've been consuming it for like years now.
Awesome. Also, when one goes through your handle, and also I've known you for close to 2 decades now. I like the positivity. And, your handle is all about inner strength and being fit. And you've kind of made it is your life mantra, I think, and those around you also seem to have got influenced by that. So and being in an industry that's so competitive, and you started really young, when did the shift happen, and how did it change you to make you the person you are?
Well, I feel if by what I'm doing, if I can inspire and motivate a handful of people, I think, chalo, my work is done. I've done something right. And we live in a country with such a large population. And if I can reach out to some of the minds and some of them and influence them to lead a healthy lifestyle. And when I say a healthy lifestyle, I don't just mean an external healthy lifestyle. For me, it's a combination. It has to be a healthy lifestyle externally and internally. And I think it's very important to be healthy on the inside, to be fit on the inside, to have, to give wellness from the inside, because that's the only thing that will reflect on the outside and give you that kind of longevity. And I think when it comes to my social media, I think I like to have a little glimpse. I want people to have a little glimpse of a variety of things. So whether it's a little bit of my family life, and these are things that are very, very close to me. So whether it's, I always say, like the F's in life, it's family, it's food, it's fitness, it's fashion. So these are the ones that really, really dominate my life. And I always try and give a little bit of insight into each one of them. Yes, fitness has fitness, wellness, the strength that I feel. I think over a period of time in the last decade or whatever, it has really played such an important role for me, because I think life's ups and downs, changes in my life have brought about so many of these aspects to the forefront, and I'm so proud that I can live by them. I actually believe in them. It's not just I just don't do it for the sake of doing it to kind of project an image. I think it's something that I believe in, and it comes from within. And I'm really happy that like I said, if I can influence a section of society, then it's a good thing. It's like I said, a job well done.
True. And also recently I heard Kankana Sen Sharma say, when somebody told her, "Ma'am, 41K ho gaye ho," and she says, "How does that make a difference? How old I am?" And then I see your gang of girls who look younger by the day, but this is an industry and the world we live in so obsessed with beauty, how after a certain age that you can't do these things. But then, hey, we have people like you.
But I guess that, I think, like you said, that answers your question. I think, the women that I know, the women that I associate with, the women around, I think they're all defined that. I'm 45 and I'm proud to be 45, and I'm very, I wear my age on my sleeve. I've never hidden it. I am somebody who projects it in all its glory. And so what? Just because I'm 45, that doesn't mean, I'm redundant. I can do anything and everything probably better. now than I probably did 10 years back, 15 years back. I feel so much more alive. I feel so much more with it, and so much more that I want to achieve. And I think that's only because I think there's also so much of awareness over a period of time. So even with myself, I understood my body better. I know what works for me, what doesn't work for me. So I guess awareness has also played a huge part in it. And I think I like to surround myself with women who are, thinking, they are, working, they are women with an opinion, they are strong women, they are women who run their homes, they've got children, they have family, and they make time for everything else. It's not like their life has come to a standstill just because they have a family. No, they work, they dress, we go out, we meet, we go on holidays. So yes, I love women who can live like that. I like women who have that projection. It's, for me, that is strength. For me, that drives me. I think it makes me also want to be better, makes me want to do things, step out of my comfort zone. So yes, I like being surrounded by women who motivate me.
Well, you do motivate a whole lot of people too. Like, nothing comes to an end. You started from where you live. You've done that yourself. So kudos to you. And also, last time when we spoke, you were getting the empty nest syndrome because the little one has now flown the nest. Now he's very much on his own. You've been mum, hands-on mum for 18 years. And guess what? Now he can take care of himself. And once they go to you, no?
No. Yes, it's over a month, but there's not a day that goes by where he's not checking in and saying, you know what, phone is not working, some card is not happening, food is not being delivered. So let me tell you, even though I'm like a mother's job, you're 1,000 miles away, but our work doesn't end, our worry doesn't end. So, of course, yes, he's on his own and he's figuring things out, which is great. But like I said, I'm sitting here and still figuring everything out for him remotely. So, but yeah, I think that's always going to be there. Kids are always going to be like that. There's always something, mama, my throat is feeling weird, mama, my phone is misbehaving, mama, my alarm didn't ring. So yes, so that's a constant thing. No matter what, I think I've answered all these questions every single day with him. Don't worry, I'll sort it out. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. So that's an ongoing thing.
And that's the thing about boys also, they never grow up. They want mama constantly.
I know, I hate saying that, and I hate saying it out loud, but yes, I think, that always happens. I think women figure out, much. I mean, boys like to have this whole thing of, we can, we manage, we do it on, but yes, I think at the drop of a hat, they keep turning back to their moms for help and guidance and all of that. But I'm not complaining. I'm fine with it. I think that's a great way to always, we have that kind of a bond and that kind of a relationship. And I'm okay. I'm absolutely okay with the fact that he'll always be dependent on me. And I'm only too happy with that.
Awesome. And, MAV, Malaika Arora Ventures, please tell us, what is that about?
Well, I think it was something that was in the pipeline. I've been really fortunate to have met and collaborated with some amazing, minds over the last couple of years, which eventually led to me, collaborating with them on various startups. So I think, yes, that is it. And these are all like-minded people. All I want to do is build a community with Malaika Arora Ventures, where we can add as many as our brands, which I firmly believe in. I want to be associated with brands, small, big. And I think there are so many brands out there that I so firmly believe in, in the whole wellness and the fitness space, but unfortunately don't have that kind of reach or momentum. And I want to be able to reach out and, bring them on board so that we can actually grow together and build a brand together. So yes, that's why we started MAV.
Please tell me, there's one thing that Malaika Arora can't do. She's an entrepreneur, she's a mom, she is a fitness expert. What is that one thing? And she cooks well also, that I've heard. So what is that one thing that she can't do?
God, there are The
Even you
point,
can't think of it.
I still can't make a good cup of tea or coffee. I'm still, because every time that happens, every time somebody says, make a cup of tea or coffee for me, I'm like, okay, I don't know how to make a good tea or cup of tea and coffee, because I don't drink it. So I don't know. I only drink green tea. That's all I know, was garam pani dal do. And that's like for me. So chai, jo cutting chai, masala chai, wo mere se hota nahi. I get very confused.
And you've got the perfect tea brand now to do that. Like, ye lo, pani
No,
dal.
that's what this for me is works wonders. I love this. This is my go-to, my solace, my everything. I love it's the most for me it's very warming, it's very comforting. That's what I love. I love nothing better than a nice cup of green tea, and over here the Tetley green tea.
Awesome. And also when we last spoke, you said, I want to write, maybe I'll end up producing something. What's happening on that front?
Well, that's also very much in the pipeline. These things, there are just so many ideas. There's so many things that I've been ideating with people. It's so obviously it's a foray that I will be getting into for the first time, in the sense where I will be actively involved, which I want to be involved in, whether it's content, etc., and the kind of stuff. So there are some people that we've reached out to. They've reached out to me. So yes, we're in the process of curating great content. We've come up with some amazing stuff. I think now it's just a matter of, and now look at it, I mean, with the OTT platform, there's so much that one can do, so much that one can, work with amazing talent around you. I mean, when I look at the talent on the OTT platform, I am blown. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, even people who play, literally small, really small characters, who probably just have a role, hop in and hop out, but they leave such a lasting impact. So yes, there are loads of people that I want to collaborate with, and yes, hopefully in the next couple of months, we should be ready to roll out as well.
Anyone in particular who's impressed you? Any show that you feel like should be adapted, and I want to be part of that? Any such that has made an impact?
There's so many shows that have made that impact. I mean, I think some of the content that we make in India is just brilliant. Recently, I saw Mumbai Diaries, which was just so good, so amazing. What performances, then I mean, things like whether it is Patalok or whether, I mean, there have been so many that have really, really, won me over. Small shows as well, which have got some amazing content. But yes, in the West, Mayor of Easttown, I saw recently. It was just so brilliant, the show. I'm watching a show called Clickbait right now. I saw something called White Lotus. What amazing shows. I feel like I want to be part of all of it. And when I say part of it, I don't mean I personally also want to be acting in it. I just want to be producing content like that. And I think, hopefully, I mean, God willing, I will be able to.
And you're talking about clickbait in the time when your personal life is like public. How do you maintain your sanity? This is something, and just be still positive, because personally, if somebody writes something about me and I get upset when I get told, and I'm told ignore. But you people read it every day and you're like, this is not even the truth.
You know what? Like you said, maybe initially probably it bothers. Really doesn't affect me unless there's something that people are accusing you. I mean, when it comes to family and stuff like that, where you kind of cross the line, that's where it needs to be handled. But otherwise, I don't pay so much of heed. I don't really bother too much. I really, honestly, I don't have the time for that kind of negativity. I mean, that's just going to bog me down and pull me down.
So Malaika, a few questions that have come from your fans. One fan has asked is, what message would you like to give the new generation as someone who has seen the fashion and glamour industry so closely? What is that one word of advice?
Extract the good out of social media, but you have to also know that it's not real. A lot of it is just make believe. And the day you realize you're able to decipher what is fake and what isn't, I think that'll just help you deal with things better. Like I said, there's so much of good in social media. Extract that and try and keep away the unwanted and the bad, and just make the most of it, because it is a way of life. It is the future. It is here to stay. It's only going to get more and more intrusive. a lot more demanding, you need to know where to draw the line and, make the most of it in a good way.
I agree with that. How have you constantly reinvented yourself?
I think the business that we are in, it's so important to stay relevant. And to stay relevant, you have to keep reinventing yourself. So it's a process. You got to stay with the times. You got to understand what's the need of the hour. You got to understand what your audiences, your fans, expect from you, want from you, and be aware of what's happening around you. So you can't say, what worked for me 10 years back, I'm still going to do the same thing. It ain't gonna work. The essence of you, the actual essence of you needs to stay, that part of you. But it's also very important to reinvent and shock your audiences and your fans every once in a while.
Another question is, which is that one thing that you'll never trade for anything ever?
My dignity.
True fact. And lastly, before I go, I think I can ask you this question because I've known you. I met Arjun the other day. I said, you're looking very hot. And all my friends have been saying that. He blushes pink and said, this is for hate villain, this is for villain, this is for villain. What do you do? I was like, it has to do with the fitness freak, that he is with. You have anything to do with his diet and his workout, because he's really looking good. And what do you have to say to that?
I really can't take all the credit for that. I would like to say if I have, like you said, I mean, if I can instill some sort of, if there's a section of people that get motivated by my kind of a lifestyle, then I think I've done something right. So yes, I'm sure he's motivated by my lifestyle and the way I am and the way I go about my idea of fitness. But in terms of results, that's him. That's his hard work. That's entirely him. People's fitness levels is always a struggle. Some have it easy, some don't. So like I said, that's his journey. And he, like he always says, he's a work in progress, but that's a good thing. So you got to give credit where it's due. And I would give him full credit. I take some credit. I would take a bit, but I would give the rest to him.
I always say behind every successful man is a very enterprising and successful woman. I think we women need to take credit for that. Don't you think so? We never do.
Well, I ain't saying anything. I like they say, that's what they say. So I'm going to just say that's what they say.
The year is coming to an end. Yet another year. It's Christmas time. What do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? I want to be able to have a nice holiday with my son. I would love for that because I will see him now straight for Christmas, at Christmas, So I just want for a really nice family Christmas time this year.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to the Arora family dinner. And, it's just amazing the spread you all have. So all the very best. So in advance, I just hope the next year is what we want it to be. And more power to you, yeah?
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure talking to you, and I would wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, a fantastic year. I want everybody to be I think I just want to be able to achieve a lot more, do a lot more, just be able to work and be able to do things that really I'm passionate about. That's most important for me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.